Hey guys, and welcome back to another video here with Angel B Designs. I'm Angel B. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. In today's video, you guys, last week I did unbox my WeCreat Vision Pro 45-watt laser cutting machine. And I did say in that video that I was going to be using it in my embroidery business to cut fabric so that I don't have to cut it by hand, number one, so saving my back, saving my neck, saving my thumbs, and saving me time. So I've been doing it for a few weeks now, and I will say that it has definitely, with my fabric embroidery projects, saved me a lot of time. It's just easier for me to plop it right into the WeCreat, cut it, and then place the letters versus cutting out cutting off the fabric by hand, especially with for those who have seen my Black History Month design, the Black History Culture Excellence. That one has a lot of letters. It's a little bit smaller. Some of the letters are a little bit smaller, so cutting that by hand it would take forever and it would be really, really straining. I know that it would. So using either a vinyl cutter or a laser cutter to cut your fabric will give you a lot more flexibility in doing smaller projects, smaller fabric projects. So it's not so straining on your body, number one, and number two, it's not as time consuming. But this is the project that we're gonna be doing today. I do have this But God in a fill stitch, and I had a few people request it in an applique stitch. So I went ahead and I made this file. It's the But God file. And I added a little heart at the end, and it's an applique. This fabric that I'm using, I did get from Hobby Lobby. I just walked right in and picked it up. And then I'm using a pink Gildan heavy cotton sweatshirt. It's like a dark pink color. But the fabric for this project, I will be cutting with my laser. We're gonna go into the software. I'm gonna show you my settings. I'm gonna show you exactly how I cut it and everything like that. So it takes out all the guesswork for you. This can also be done with a vinyl cutter as well. If you have like a Cricut, if you have a Romeo, a Juliet, a Silhouette Cameo, this can be done with a cutting machine as well. So if you choose to purchase this file, you're going to get the embroidery file from me. You're also going to get the outline cut file, which is an SVG. So you can use that with the WeCreat. You can use it with the X tool, the Glowforge, and then the vinyl cutters. They're just standard, it's just a standard SVG. You're also going to get a PDF file that gives you the cut file size suggestions. And I'm going to go into detail later as to what that means exactly. But you will have everything you need to be successful with this file and cutting it with, like I said, either a vinyl cutter or a laser cutter. But this is what we are doing today, guys. So make sure you're definitely sticking around for that. All right, you guys. So we're going to go ahead and start off on the computer here, and I'm going to show you guys how to kind of set up your laser machine. So I did already put my my material in there, which you can see here. It's just this really pretty fabric. I did get it from Hobby Lobby. And then once you put in your material inside your machine, just make sure you hit refresh or autofocus so that it can go ahead and pull up your material so you can make sure that you align it properly. Now we're going to go ahead and go to import. And we are going to import the But God outline. If you purchase this file from me, you are going to receive this cut outline. It's an SVG, so you can cut this either with a laser machine. There's multiple different lasers. So the WeCreat, the X tool, the Glowforge, you'll be able to cut it on any of these as long as you are using a laser safe material. And then you can also cut this with a vinyl cutter. So any vinyl cutter, the Brother Scan and Cut, the Silhouette Cameo, the Cricut, the Siser Romeo or Juliet will all cut this file as well. In that package if you purchase this from me, you will also receive a PDF file that has cut file size suggestions. So based off of the outline that I exported from my embroidery software. These are suggestions of what you should start with as far as your SVG file size. Now, they are just suggestions, obviously based on whatever type of machine that you are using, they may vary. So I would suggest doing your first test cut with a piece of cardstock or a piece of copy paper, just to make sure that the letters are the correct size and they don't need any adjusting before you actually go and cut out your fabric or your material. But I am using the 10.5 embroidery file. So the cut suggestions that I have for that one are 9.75 by 3.38. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight the full file here. And then up here in the dimensions, I'm going to go ahead and unlock them. And I'm going to type in 9.75 by 3.38. So it came in almost the correct size. And then with my full file selected right now over here on the settings panel, it is on line engrave. We need to switch it to a cut. And for fabric, cotton fabric, I do mine on 100% power and 70% speed, or 70 speed with one pass. Now, I did add in the 1mm customization for specifically cotton fabric. And the way that you do that is up here, yours might say select material, or if you've used your cutter machine or your laser machine before, then it may have a whatever the last material that you used was. If you go under your materials, you'll see a bunch of different presets that WeCreat kind of put in for you. But the last one here is customization, and you can add in your own custom sizes or your custom materials, which is what I have done here with the cotton fabric. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that's selected, and it is the 1mm because it's very, 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 very thin. Okay. Now everything looks to be good on our end. We're going to go ahead and push autofocus. The WeCreat is going to go ahead and do one last autofocus there just to make sure everything is aligned properly and where it needs to be. Once it's done doing the autofocus, we're going to double check our file to make sure it did not move or shift. Sometimes it does. Not often, but every now and then, once you do your autofocus, before you push start, you will have a situation where the fabric or the image seem to have shifted, like the camera. I'm just going to go ahead and highlight the full file and double check my dimensions. Everything looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and push start, and it's going to let us know how long it's going to take. And this is going to take 1 minute and 43 seconds to cut. So not very long at all. I'm going to go ahead and send this over to the cutter. I keep saying cutter, it's a laser. I'm going to go ahead and set this over to my laser, and then we're going to get it cut out, and then we're going to go ahead and finish this embroidery project. All right, you guys, so the laser is done cutting and it did a beautiful job. There's just a little bit of pulling you have to do there, but not too much. That looks pretty clean as far as cutting. So let's get out the rest of our letters here. Now I did go ahead and put a little bit of Ultra Bond on here, not the Ultra Bond, the Heat and Bond on the back And that is just to make sure that, you know, after we're all done, we can give it a good press so that the fabric does not go anywhere. You want your fabric to stay on your shirt for a very long time. And there's no scorching or singeing or anything. That looks really, really good. All right, let's head on over to our embroidery machine. All right, we're over at the embroidery machine. What I like to do with my letters is I put them on a piece of cardboard or something like that. And then I use a little bit of this basting spray here, the purple can. You guys, all my materials, I'll make sure I leave them linked down in the description box. But I just give them a nice little spray. This just helps me to get them to align. When I'm putting it on the sweatshirt here, it gets them to stick easier, number one. And then while it's stitching, and make sure that they don't move or shift as well. So I just kind of take my tweezers like this, and then I go ahead and I line them up. Okay. So yeah, like I said, I just kind of take my tweezers here, and I go ahead and I line them up. And this cut size for that file, the 9.75 by 3.38, is a perfect size. They fit perfectly in here. And if you want to take this off of your machine and give it a little press with your either like a you can use a easy press. So like I have the Cricut easy press that fits inside of my hoop, my 13. This is the 11 by 13 hoop. My easy press does fit inside of this hoop, so I can press it all at one time. Or if you want to use a hand press or an iron, that will work as well. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and give it a little press. So I'm gonna use my easy press. I'm gonna give it a quick press and I will come right back. All right, you guys, so the machine is done. So we're gonna go ahead and take it off. Now this file only took about 21 minutes. And this is what it looks like. There is a small heart at the end here. I absolutely love this. I love it. Let me see if I can get it to focus. I absolutely love this. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I did get this fabric from Hobby Lobby. So I will show you how I trim the stabilizer. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off the hoop. And then turn it inside out. Now I do have some, it's called Brother stitch cover. I made this sweatshirt for me. So anytime I'm using or making a sweatshirt for myself, I don't really use it. I do tend to use it more often with things I'm either making for my kids or for customers. And I got that from Amazon. It's basically like Tender Touch, but the Brother brand, and it's called Stitch Cover. And they have it in black and white. But this is how I trim. I just trim close to the stitches. You definitely do not want to cut your stitches. That would be horrible. But this is what they look like. This is what the back looks like. There's a few stitches that are, not stitches, but a few pieces of thread that kind of stick up. If I have any of those, I will go ahead and trim those as well. Again, if you do decide to use this stitch cover, you don't have to do this part, only because they will be covered. But I just give those a good trim. It's for me, so. And then that's what the inside looks like. And for this color, I would probably use the white stitch cover. Some bling strings would look, a bling string would look really, really pretty with this too. But here is the final product, and it saved us a ton of time without having to cut this by hand. You guys, I don't like cutting things by hand, especially when you have small little spaces like this. I don't like it. Okay, it hurts my fingers. The scissors hurt my thumbs. I just don't like it. So like I said, you can cut this with a laser, you can cut this with a vinyl cutter. But that's all I have for this video, you guys. I will leave everything linked down below, including my machines. So my Buy multi-needle and the WeCreat. I have the Vision 45 watts. So it's the the WeCreat Vision Pro 45 watt laser machine. Oh, that's a lot. But I will make sure I leave everything linked down below for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Until next time. Bye, guys.